March 19, 2017, Li Ming-che, a program manager of Wenshan Community College, he boarded the flight BR-207 flight to Macau, then entered China from Gongbei Port in Zhuhai City, Guangdong Province, to visit his friends in China. However, his friends didn't see him at the arrival gate. They started to leave messages on his Facebook and ask, "Where are you?" Later, when his wife, Li Ching-yu, noticed these messages, she made a phone call to the hotel which Li Ming-che booked for his stay. Then she realized that he didn't even check in. Li Ching-yu reported his husband's disappearance to the Taiwan Affairs Office in Zhuhai City. Taiwan Affairs Office confirmed Li Ming-che's arrival, but told Li Ching-yu that they didn't arrest him. Li Ching-yu was accompanied by Wenshan Community College and Taiwan Association for Human Rights, who held the first press conference, requesting the Chinese government to release the surveillance video at the immigration. Chinese government admitted that Li Ming-che was under their investigation, but they didn't reveal the location of his detention or the legal basis of the investigation. Li Ming-che often shares the experience of Taiwan's democracy and his analysis of the Taiwan-China situation to his Chinese friends online. He also pays attention to Chinese human rights defenders' situation. For a long time, China just started to implement the Overseas NGO law on January 1, 2017. Many international media watched closely to see if this case is related to the new law. NGOs, including Taiwan Association for Human Rights, held another press conference to announce international NGOs' support for Li Ming-che. Freedom House, Human Rights Watch, FIDH, and Electronic Frontier Foundation have all joined the petition to support Li Ming-che. Li Ching-yu bought a flight ticket to China trying to find her husband. She was told by the airline that her travel document to China just got canceled by the Chinese government.
And thank you so very much. I'd like to now
Li Ching-yu and the wives of the human rights lawyer from 709 crackdown attended the hearing in the United States Congress. She explained Li Ming-che's situation in the hearing. Chinese government announced that they formally arrested Li Ming-che, but they still didn't reveal the location of Li Ming-che. Working Group on Enforced or Involuntarily Disappearances in UN accepted Li Ming-che's case, which was submitted by a Taiwanese NGO, Covenant Watch. EU Parliament passed the resolution to urge the Chinese government to release Liu Xiaopo and Li Ming-che. Li Ming-che was tried in China. According to the bill of indictment, Li Ming-che was prosecuted because of his online speech on Facebook, WeChat, and QQ. They charged him with subversion of state power. Li Ming-che was found guilty and sentenced to 5 years in prison. He was sent to Zhishan prison in Hunan Province in China. Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen also condemned this sentence. The U.S. State Department and the European Union have also issued condemnations. During the period of Li Ming-che's forced disappearance, Taiwanese NGO formed a rescuing team for Li Ming-che. They initiated a yellow ribbon rescuing action, used their body to convey a strong message to Chinese government, started a campaign to write postcards to Li Ming-che, organized a dinner with Li Ching-yu before the eve of Lunar New Year, began international campaigning, and visited related UN working groups and special rapporteurs.
我们都在等李明哲早日回家，我们没有忘记，我们也没有放弃。
Li Ching-yu's right to visit Li Ming-che was often rejected arbitrarily. Li Ming-che's winter clothing were thrown out. He was given spoiled food in Chinese prison. He cannot write or receive any letters from his friends. He cannot make any phone calls to his family members. Li Ming-che had to work 11 hours every day in Chinese prison. More and more non-Chinese scholars and human rights activists are facing the same kind of arbitrary arrest and detention from Chinese government. Swedish NGO worker Peter Dahlin was forcibly disappeared and detained in China for 23 days. Australian scholar Feng Chongyi's freedom of movement was restricted and was not allowed to leave China for a week.